What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the release. We are done school. That means you already know. We're gonna be more productive. We're gonna be more consistent. All right. School's over. First year's in the books. Jordan did pretty good. I think I did okay. So we're doing this. We're on our way to graduating. Jordan's got a whole other 7 years left in his program, but I got 3. So I'm not going for no masters or anything like Jordan. He's nuts. But that means we're going to be very consistent. Now, before we start the video, make sure to leave 5-star review if you're listening on your favorite podcasting platform. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn on post notifications, all that jazz, because that way we can be better and bigger than we already are, because we are the greatest podcast on earth. Simple. There's not a debate at this point anymore. LeBron James is in my DMs like, yo, get me on. I'm like, nah, bro, you gotta focus on the playoffs, man. I'm sorry. I had to tell him no. But today, speaking of the playoffs, we are going to talk about the first round and give our predictions for the second round. So, quick overview of the first round. In the West, the 1st seed versus the 8th seed, which was the Nuggets versus the who was it? Who the Nuggets face again?
The Nuggets faced the Timberwolves.
The Nuggets faced the Timberwolves. Pretty okay series. Anthony Edwards really proved himself in that, but the Nuggets got it done. Light work for the Nuggets. They're on to the second round. They are now facing the Suns, who just beat an injured Clippers team. In the bottom of the bracket, it is the Lakers versus the Warriors. Warriors got it done in 7 yesterday against the Kings. Steph Curry with a historically good game.
Most points in Game 7.
Yeah, most points in the Game 7. Insane. He keeps getting better. He told them to light the beam. That was nuts. And then the Lakers, of course, got it done over the Dylan Brooke plagued Memphis Grizzlies.
AD with an historic defensive series.
Exactly. That's the thing. Now, I think in order for them to beat the Warriors, AD is going to have to step it up on the offense, but his defense is perfectly fine. In terms of the East, at the top of the bracket, we have Miami, who got it done in 5 against the Bucks. Somehow, miraculously. Giannis was injured. I get it. He did come back at some point, but overall, just really bad playing from the Bucks.
Man, bro, I'm a Giannis fan.
Hey, man.
You got to be held accountable for that. He got to be held accountable. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
He was like 11 for 23.
He played bad that series.
Free throw line.
No one's denying that.
1 for 9 from the field from the 4th quarter and overtime.
Yeah,
that's not crazy. That's not it, man. So, so the best player in the world title, it's up for grabs. Depending.
I was about to say it's up for grabs now, because you can't perform like that in the playoffs if you're the best player in the world. They are facing, so the Heat are going to be facing the Knicks, who had a great series against the Cavs, might I add. Knicks fans are going nuts. That series is going to be amazing. At the bottom of the bracket, we have. I disconnected, my fault.
Oh, yeah, you were lagging a bit.
Yeah.
All right, so.
All right, okay. So at the bottom of the bracket, we have the 76ers and the Celtics, another amazing series. Nobody doubted that they were going to move on to the second round. So now that's that. We don't really have anything much else to say about the first round. So we're going to give our predictions and breakdown of each series. So let's start off in the West with the Nuggets versus the Suns. Nuggets just took Game 1. What are we thinking?
All right, man. So people, if you watched the previous video, I had the Suns going to the finals, but they disappointed me in the first round. Got to keep it a beam. Struggling against that unhealthy Clippers team it's not it. It's not it. Like that's just sad. So I got originally I had the Suns in 6 before the playoffs started. Now I have the Nuggets in 7. And for me, the reason why is that Nuggets offense, as you saw in Game 1, it's unstoppable. Either Murray's going to go off or Jokic is going to go off.
Yeah,
they move the ball around. Also, the Suns, they're too reliant on mid-range shots because they only made 3 3-pointers and the Nuggets made 15.
Yeah. My boy Tega has the Nuggets in the going to the finals. So that would be interesting to see. I personally don't think they got it in them. I want to see the Suns win this series. I think they will. I just think Kevin Durant in the playoffs is enough to take on anybody. So I can't wait to see that happen. I don't think they'll make it to the finals, but I think they'll get past the Nuggets, even though you have Murray and Jokic who can do anything at any time.
This is the thing, man. I was just watching the game. I'm like, damn, bro. They got to make threes at some point. You just got to take them.
That's the problem. It's not like they're taking them and missing them like the Raptors. They're literally just not taking them.
Yeah. And
So
also,
poor.
saw Mars from Player Choice. Anybody who watches Player Choice,
Yep.
he was saying that they should maybe think about benching Chris Paul because he's kind of trash. I'm sorry, Chris Paul's trash now. I'm sorry.
Who would you
He
start
can't.
over Chris Paul?
I would put Tony Craig's on the bench. I would put him in just for defense because my thing is Chris Paul, if he's not going to score, he can't defend anybody on the Nuggets. So it's like,
Yeah. The
if
problem
you're
is
not
Chris
going to
Paul's
be,
petty though.
man, I don't care, bro. He's a liability, bro. He doesn't do
Of
anything.
course. But like I said, he's petty, so he's probably not going to perform as well if you put him on the bench. That being said, he's not performing well in general, but you know,
Like he's not even their playmaker anymore. Devin Booker does most of that stuff now.
which is surprising because a couple years ago we were not saying
Yeah,
Devin Booker's a good playmaker. So
that's my problem with the Suns. Like KD, the fact that KD and Booker have to combine for 70 for them to win,
which is
like
crazy, by the way.
that's not sustainable. Even if they get past this round,
Do you think
that's
you
not.
know? I think that's pretty sustainable. I think I could I think from KD, I think I could see 25 from Devin Booker all the time. I think KD can go out there and average 35. But
I would
yes,
agree if
okay,
this
you're
was a
right.
normal series, but the thing with the Nuggets have so much options where they could hit you
Mhm.
that somebody else needs to step up. Whether it's Aiton, or, I don't know, man, or Chris Paul, bro. I don't know what you're doing on the court, bro. But yeah, those two having to go out there and essentially carry that team against a well-oiled offensive machine. If this was
Mhm.
someone like LA, maybe who can't score, then that would be fine. But if it's a team like
Yeah,
the Nuggets, I just don't trust them. Go all the
valid,
way.
valid. All right, so end prediction. Who do you got making it out of that series, and in how many games?
Nuggets in 7.
I have the Suns in 7. I that might be a
Should be a
little
good
personal bias,
series.
but yeah, it'll be a good series. I think it could go up either way. Next up, we have the Lakers versus the Warriors, another incredible series. Two of the greatest players in NBA history going off against each other. What do you think about that series?
Man, I really don't know, man. This is like the hardest series for me to call
Yeah, it'll be a difficult one.
because so that Lakers defense, man, looking deadly, but their offense
Bro,
is kind of sus. Like,
yeah, that's so what I saw in that game 5 when they lost against the Grizzlies to send it to game 6. I saw them taking no time at all. So when LeBron was off the court and it was guys like Rui Hachimura on Jared Vanderbilt, like guys like that when they were all on the court, they would get an offensive rebound and sprint up the court as fast as possible and then attempt a three-pointer. When it's like a 3-on-1, right,
yeah,
situation. So they were trying to go for as many points as possible instead of trying to come back from a a deficit, right? They were down by like 10 and they kept trying to go for three, right? But D'Angelo Russell isn't in the game. But you have guys like Rui Hachimura and Jared Vanderbilt in the game. Dennis Schroeder, who are good players but can be inconsistent at times, right? So what I personally think they need to do, like you said, their defense is impeccable. There's nothing they can improve there. But on the offensive end, they need to learn how to take their time. They're not running a 7-second offense. That's not what they do. That's not the players they have. They don't have these 7-second players. None of these players have ever even played on a 7-second roster.
yep.
7 seconds is barely even a thing anymore. But they feel like they feel like they need to jack up a shot in 6 seconds, right? So I think without LeBron on the court, they need to go over some stuff because as of
Mm.
right now, it's not clicking. Whatever it is, when LeBron's not on the court, it's not working. And you also got to remember, I'm not convinced that LeBron's ankle isn't bothering him right now. I'm not convinced. LeBron's old. He's more fragile than he was back when he was 23. So
Mm.
there's no there. He can't play 45 minutes a game. You can't expect him to put up Wilt stats, right? You can't let him. You can't ask him to do that. So for those times that he's off the court, they're gonna have to get their stuff together, and they're gonna need someone to take over that offense and lead them as a team, rather than them just going out there and doing whatever to try and get the most points possible.
Oh yeah, LeBron didn't have a great series against the Memphis Grizzlies. He was okay, had some great games, but
Yeah, he averaged like what 25 and 12.
yeah, but it wasn't that efficient. And
Yeah,
but he's 40, so it is what it is. I'm not going to put
yeah,
into that. But my thing for me, it's more the AD-less minutes because they have no center
yeah.
at all.
That's the problem.
They're playing LeBron. They played LeBron at center, which didn't work.
I don't know. I think he did pretty well on Jaren Jackson Jr., man.
Their defense overall was
Yeah,
doo-doo.
yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, and just my thing for me, like the 80 less minutes, it's just not going to work. Also, the Warriors have defenders good enough to minimize LeBron with Wiggins and Draymond. Same
Yeah,
thing happened against the Grizzlies, which is why his numbers weren't great. That's the reason why the Lakers would have wanted the Kings to win because they have no poor defense. But 80 is going to go off this series because
yeah.
Draymond not going to be able to stop AD. That's
The only problem is, can he get it solved offensively? Now, I understand that he was going up against incredible defenders like Till and Jaren Jackson Jr., who was the defensive player of the
yeah.
year. I understand that. However, you saw him in the paint. He was working them, and then he'd get all the way to the rim, and then he'd throw up a brick, like he's at the
It should
park
be
or something.
easier though. Like playing
It
against
should be
Jaren
much
Jackson
easier,
Jr.
right?
is
Yeah,
much different from playing against Draymond Green.
yeah, right. Because I'm trying to think of people that they have that can lock down AD, and I can't think of anybody. Who's their
They
center
could
right
double
now?
him.
Kevon Looney?
Looney, yeah,
Yeah, no,
who was
it's not
amazing
happening.
by the way against the Kings.
Offensive rebounding machine.
Second best player in that series for them behind Steph.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
offensive rebounds and stuff.
Yeah,
They
they
might
needed
just
him.
double AD, force him to pass, which is something he isn't good at. And
Yeah,
yeah, I think the Warriors are going to win this in six, even though I want the Lakers to. I can't trust their offense, and you can't stop Golden State, especially against Curry, man,
yeah.
because somebody's going off.
Yeah. I want the Lakers to go to the finals, but my original prediction was Golden State going to the finals, so I got Golden State winning in 7. Simple.
Also, look to Wiggins to have a really good series,
Yeah.
especially if he
Uh,
gets LeBron matchups on him.
mhm. I'm not gonna lie though, if LeBron goes out there and wins another series, if he somehow makes it to the finals and wins, I might have to call him the GOAT. I might have to.
Yeah, yeah. All depends on if he's the best player
Yeah.
for the run.
Yeah.
He got me. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Okay, moving on to the East, we're going to talk about the top of the bracket. We're going to talk about Miami versus the Knicks. I think, unlike the Warriors one, I think this is going to be a more like throw up in the air series. I don't know who's going to win this one. So I put it down to like personal bias. But what are we thinking?
I think this is going to be the best series
Yeah.
of this round. Defensively, low scoring games. I mean, the Knicks, for their advantages, they have more depth. Their offensive rebounding is crazy. Also, they have a coach that doesn't allow Jimmy Butler to go one on one like Mr. Budenholzer, but
Yeah.
hey, right? Yeah, but thing with the Heat, they have better shooting. They have easily the best player in the series,
Yep.
and
He's
they have the
injured
best coach
though.
in the
The problem
series.
is he's injured.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. That series
He's
is close,
resilient.
bro.
He's resilient.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's going to be an incredible series. I think it's going to be difficult. If Jimmy can pop off again and somehow come back from this injury, then I think, they've got it in the bag. But the thing with New York is they're such a deep roster.
facts.
Like they're good. They have Emmanuel quickly coming off the bench, right? They have like their starting lineup is incredible. They're such a good and deep roster. And you look at the players and you don't expect them to do that good, but they work so together as a team. And Tom Thibodeau is doing such a good job with them. It's like, it's going to be hard to stop them. And at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a coaching battle. I think it's going to see who's the better coach in that series, because those are two incredible coaches. But I think Spo has the has the upper hand on that, and
Yeah,
more
same.
experience. He's better in that way. Uh, you know, but the problem is Jimmy's going against his old coach, and he's evolved from the player he was in Minnesota. But still, like I said, going out against his old coach, he can know some things about Jimmy that the players don't know, right? So
So you got the Heat, right?
I think I'm gonna have the Heat winning in 7.
Me too. Yeah. Again, to me, Jimmy Butler just being the best player in the series.
Who's
I
the
just
best player
think
in the
that
playoffs
was
so far?
Jimmy.
I was gonna just making sure.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Okay.
Jimmy with Devin Booker and Jamal Murray coming
Yeah.
up as close seconds and third.
Yo, Jamal Murray needs to be like, he better be an all-star next year, bro. I swear. Like,
If he could do this in the regular season,
that's
he
what I'm
would be.
saying. But he hasn't been, which sucks. But you know what? It's good that he's improving in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the Celtics versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Yeah, that's what it is. Who do you got winning that series? But before you say that, what are you thinking about it? What are you saying?
I was excited for this series before it started, and then Joel Embiid once again sadly gets hurt for the playoff series. And I think honestly, this is going to be the quickest series this round. I'm just going to put it out there.
Really?
Yes, I think this is the quickest series in this round. With Joel Embiid, he's not going to be 100%.
True.
James Harden can't blow by a desk anymore. I mean, yeah. You saw him last round. He's so slow now. I don't know what happened, but
It's because he got fat in Houston, and like he never regained his what's it called? His cardio.
he's way too reliant on threes. And with people like Marcus Smart and Brown guarding him and
Yeah,
Derek
come on.
White,
Even
they're gonna
Jason
lock him up.
Tatum, like,
Yeah,
and then you also got to remember that. I mean, is Al Horford even getting minutes? Like,
somewhat.
but then they also have guys like
Robert Williams.
yeah, I was going to say Robert Williams. So, in my opinion, is one of the best defenders in the league.
Yeah.
You have him going up against Joel Embiid, an injured Joel Embiid. So it'll be difficult. So you might be right saying because I have Miami winning in 7 the last round. So like that's 3 7-game series I have. So this one
And
might
also, who's
get
guarding
done in
Tatum and
6.
Brown?
That's
Who's
the
guarding Tatum
problem.
and Brown?
Like Tobias Harris, nah.
That
PJ
means you're gonna have
Tucker, nah. Like
Maxey on Jalen Brown.
that's yeah. Listen, don't get me wrong. Tyrese Maxey is an incredible perimeter defender, but Jalen Brown is so good. He's so good. People are starting to argue that he's better than Tatum at this point, which I think is stupid. But people are trying to make that argument. The fact that people are even attempting to make that argument is saying something about him. So
he's a great Nah, see, this is what
like,
happens. Tatum plays one bad game, then all of a
and
sudden Jalen Brown's better, bro. It's so annoying.
yeah. So I think it's safe to say that I think I got the Celtics winning in 6.
Yeah, Celtics in 6. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 5, bro. Like,
damn. So you're gonna have like a Milwaukee Miami type thing.
Yeah, like what are they supposed to do? Embiid's not 100%. They have nobody to guard. Nobody guard Tatum and Brown.
Sure.
It's James Harden. See, this James Harden now. This James Harden was nice, but this dude wearing a beard, I don't know who this is.
Oh my god. All right, so now we're moving on to the conference finals. So we had the what's it called? The Warriors winning, and you had the Nuggets winning. So let's do that. I'll say for argumental purposes, the Nuggets move on. They're facing the Warriors. Who's making it out of that series and go to the finals? I think it's the Warriors, no doubt.
Sorry, what did you say? Oh.
I said I think the Nuggets are making it out of the. If it was Warriors versus Nuggets in the WCF, I think the Warriors are winning that.
Ooh, that should be another good series too. I have the Nuggets so far. Let me see maybe if the Warriors show me something different. Might change my mind, but yeah, the Nuggets so far, they've looked like the second best team in the playoffs, just the way they play. That should be 7 though. But yeah.
It would be a 7-game series. Once again, another toss in the air. I think, like you said, playoff Curry's nuts. They have good defense on that team. They have Draymond Green on Jokic, which won't do a lot, but it will help. Then we have in the East, we have the Celtics versus Miami. I think that series is going 7 games, and I think I want Miami to go to the finals, but I think the Celtics do it.
I have Celtics in 6. I'm sure Miami will put up a fight. Yeah. But by the end of the day, the Celtics are they're just a better team.
Yeah. And then that leaves us in the finals with the Celtics versus the Warriors or Nuggets. So I have Celtics versus Warriors. I want to see Curry win another championship. I really do. I will be going for the Warriors in that finals, but the Celtics are probably going to do it. They'll overwhelm them too much. Facts. They're deep. They're like way too good on the defensive end. Like they have Smart on Curry. They'll probably have him switch off of Jalen Brown a couple times. Like Malcolm Brogdon coming off the bench. It's just it's too much for them. So the Celtics.
Derek White has gotten a lot better.
Derek White, like he'll win that.
At least for me as well. With Nuggets, Celtics would beat the Nuggets in 5. Though. It's they have no reason not to win this year.
Yeah. So overall, we have the Celtics winning. I just want to give a hypothetical. What if we see a rematch of Lakers versus Heat? I think that's gonna be like one of the greatest series ever, bro.
That would be good.
It would
That
be
would
such
be
a good series.
low-key, the conference bubble finals might happen again. It might be a rematch.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be the
That could happen.
Lakers
That
versus
is
the
possible.
Nuggets, and oh wow, it very well could happen.
Yeah,
Oh man, but it's gonna be very fun. It's gonna be interesting.
man, the bubble
Uh,
playoffs are underrated. Let me just put that out
Super
there,
underrated.
man.
Don't get me wrong. Like people want to taint LeBron's championship, but like I think it was more difficult in the bubble, man.
Man, those series were fun. Watching
And
Jamal
Donovan
Murray and
Mitchell,
Mitchell go for 50,
50
both of
pieces
them.
back and forth. Like
That's fun
what?
to see,
And
man.
they saw each other outside, and it's like, yo, what's up? Like it's crazy. Nah, but thank y'all so much for watching. Let us know who you have winning the finals in the comments. All right. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave 5-star review, share, because we can get bigger than we already are, and we're the best podcast on earth, and we need other people to realize this. All right. LeBron James can't uphold us forever, so we can't. And I already denied him entry. I told him, yo, focus, so but yeah. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure to have a good night, evening, day, wherever y'all stay at. Also, 100th episode is approaching. Let us know what you want us to do. God bless y'all.